Behind the scenes of Avatar: The Way of Water. With 3D, high dynamic range, high frame rates and 4K capture, the sequel to the most successful movie of all time is intended to open a window into another world, writes Adrian Pennington. Avatar: The Way of Water, production design. Production designer Dylan Cole was tasked with designing everything relating to natural Pandora and the Na'vi, while PD Ben Procter was charged with focusing on the environments, vehicles and weapons of the film's human industrial, military unit called Resources Development Administration (RDA). That's unusual in itself since most films have one production designer who manages everything that goes in front of the lens. Dylan and Ben weren't just designing for movie 2, they were designing across the whole metanarrative, Cameron said. Avatar: The Way of Water, underwater performance capture. Setting much of the film underwater proved no barrier to attempting what no one had done before, performance capture underwater. The key to it was to actually shoot underwater and at the surface of the water so actors were seen swimming, diving and emerging from the water realistically. It looks real because the motion was real, Cameron said. At Manhattan Beach Studios in LA, the home of Cameron's production company, Lightstorm, they built a water 120 feet by 60 feet and 30 feet deep to hold more than 250,000 gallons of water, complete with a wave machine. This was the film's underwater volume. Avatar: The Way of Water, cinematography. Performance capture of the lead actors including Kate Winslet, Zoe Saldana, Sam Worthington and child actor Jack Champion began as early as September 2017 and ran for roughly 18 months. With Cameron and the cast working on scenes for all 4 of the sequels. Avatar: The Way of Water, HFR. High frame rates alternate between 24 and 48 with the director dialing between the two in the final picture, using the higher speed to smooth the motion in faster action sequences and toning it down during slower dialogue scenes. This was likely done using a post-production process called True Cut Motion, with which Cameron recently remastered Avatar and Titanic. Pixelworks motion grading software is a form of frame interpolation without the dreaded soap opera effect that can make narrative movies look like video. The technology allows filmmakers to dial in the motion, with any source frame rate, shot by shot, in post. You can also defer the desired shutter speed until post. The software then ensures that these creative choices are delivered consistently to screens. Avatar: The Way of Water, editing. With Cameron, the editorial team led by Stephen Rivkin, Ace, John Rafora, Ace, both Avatar alumni, and the late David Brenner, Ace, selected the best performances for each moment of a given scene into performance edits, in preparation for the virtual cameras to create specific shots. This was a technique that Cameron helped pioneer in 2009 and has since evolved into full-blown virtual production, enabling him to integrate CG versions of live-action performances into a CG environment. I could see everybody where they're supposed to be, above or below the water, and I could talk to them over the diver address system, Cameron said. They were acting to real-time direction based on what I was seeing on the virtual camera.